First of all, a massive welcome to the Gakhar City and thank you very much for your keen interest to increase the production of milk in Pakistan. What are your objectives to visit our city?
Well, I'm here delivering some cattle from the United States, dairy cattle, and with this group of cattle and cattle that I have brought here before, some of which are at the Chima dairy farm, we hope to help increase the milk production by bringing in some new genetics from the United States from cattle that are able to produce large yields of milk.
Okay. Pakistan is already importing this cows from the other countries like Australia. How do you find the cow of America better than them?
Well, respectfully, with these other countries, I would say that our cattle actually are capable of producing more milk than some of the Australian and European cattle. A lot of this has to do with not just the genetics, but there's also management as well. And the combination of the two is vital and important. So not only delivering cattle, but also helping to teach the Pakistani dairy farmers how we feed and how we care for our animals, and especially in hot or humid climate, which I happen to come from a state that is Florida. It's hot and humid, same as the weather here in the Punjab area. So between the genetics and the good management practices, we expect that the yield should significantly increase.
All right. Yeah. How do you find the cows of America according to the hygienic point of view? Are they healthy?
Yes. I think you've had an opportunity maybe to see the cattle at the university and the cattle at Chima Dairy Farm from the first shipment. And the cattle that we just brought are in quarantine, and you're not able to see them yet, but you will be able to soon. And they're from high-producing farms in the United States that have, above average production in milk. And the key to a successful export is to send a healthy animal to begin with. So, yes.
Now, would you like to repeat how much is the annual milk production, average milk production of the American cow?
Well, it varies from area to area. We can take an average in the United States, but I don't think that's a fair thing to do, because as a dairy farmer in Florida trying to produce milk during the months of June, July, August, September versus a dairy cow in Wisconsin, those are two completely different climates. And I would like to say that I would give an average of maybe 26 to 30 liters a day from my part of the country in the South. Those numbers would be higher in Wisconsin and the Northeast because it's cooler, and that's more favorable to a dairy cow. But I would rather use an average that should be expected here, and we can expect anything from 26 to 42 liters. It really depends on the genetics and the management.
What's your opinion about Pakistani people?
I have a very good opinion of Pakistani people. And it's funny because when I get home, I have a lot of American friends who have not traveled to the Middle East or to Pakistan. And they're always asking me, aren't you afraid? Or you're so brave. That's nonsense. I find the Pakistani people to be very warm, very loving, very hospitable. I have many friends here now that I call friends, and I've been welcomed very much.
Or you can say the nephews.
Yeah, my nephews. I have some nephews. Yes. I think that, the American media, I'm sad to say, can't be trusted sometimes. They would have us stay at home and be afraid of everything, and that's not the case. It's not the case. I feel perfectly safe, and I also find this country and the people to be really warm, loving people.
मैं सबसे पहले तो आपका शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ कि आपने टाइम दिया और इस डेयरी लाइवस्टॉक सेक्टर में इम्प्रूवमेंट के लिए यकीनन आपका भी एक बड़ा संग मील साबित होगा। और दूसरा मैं ये कहूँगा कि मैं आफ्टर कंप्लीटिंग माई MBA तो मैं स्पेशली जाके US में गया और वहाँ जाके मैंने डेयरी मैनेजमेंट की इंटर्नशिप की और उसके बाद मैं और मेरे वालिद चौधरी मोहम्मद नासिर चीमा जो प्रेसिडेंट हैं चैम्बर ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर पंजाब के, हमने पर्सनली जाकर वहाँ विज़िट किया और चीज़ें ऑब्ज़र्व की और हमने ही डिसाइड किया कि हमें अमेरिकन जो एनिमल्स हैं वो पाकिस्तान में इंपोर्ट करने चाहिए और यहाँ उनके प्रॉपर डेयरी फार्म बनाने चाहिए। और इसी तहत हमने पाकिस्तान में सबसे पहली जो शिपमेंट आई थी वो हमारे फार्म पर आई थी, चीमा डेयरी फार्म के ऊपर, और ये बड़ा अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस है। और मैं बल्कि सबको सजेस्ट करूँगा बीइंग अ फार्मर, सब फार्मर्स को, कि देखें हम जो जानवर्स को चारा खिलाते हैं इन द शेप ऑफ इनपुट, वो सब एनिमल्स के लिए तकरीबन सेम है, लेकिन आउटपुट यानी कि इन द शेप ऑफ मिल्क वो किसी का बहुत ज़्यादा है, किसी का बहुत कम है। अगर आपने प्रॉपर बिज़नेस के लिए और मुल्क में जो दूध की कमी है उसको दूर करने के लिए और प्रॉपर बिज़नेस के लिए और डेयरी फार्मर्स के अगर हालात बदलना चाहते हैं तो मैं पर्सनली रिकमेंड करूँगा कि आपको US कैटल्स जो हैं उसको ही इंपोर्ट करना चाहिए। और इंशाल्लाह ताला अगर इस तरह लोग इसमें बेहतरी आएगी, नए लोग पढ़े लिखे आ रहे हैं, और नो डाउट कि पाकिस्तान जो है वो दूध में खुद कफील हो जाएगा, जो दूध पाकिस्तान में पर डे की कमी है वो भी ख़त्म हो जाएगी।
We will also love to play our role to make it a campaign in Pakistan that American cow is far better than local cows.
Yes.
That will decrease the deficiency of milk in Pakistan.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much for such a nice and such a useful information. I would welcome American cows in Pakistan.
Thank you. We look forward to seeing more.
Thanks a lot. So thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you very much.